everyone, I'm Breanna, one of the dietitians here at Westwind, and today I'm going to talk about how do I know if I'm getting enough? This is a really common question that we get from a lot of our clients, and a lot of people get really confused about what getting enough actually means because the eating disorder has created a disconnect between our brain and our body and our trust in ourselves. And a lot of times what we think we need is actually different than what our body actually needs. So here are a few signs that you might be getting enough. The first one is having an increase in energy and concentration. So as our brain is more nourished, people often find that their focus improves, their concentration while doing tasks, and their overall energy, which could also be a result of sleeping better. So then we're getting better sleeps, we're sleeping longer without interruptions, which also helps our energy levels throughout the day. Another one is having a more stable mood and decreased intrusive thoughts about food. So as we're better nourished, our brain is able to produce more neurotransmitters that help our mood, as well as when we're not hungry all the time and we're getting consistent fuel, our brain naturally doesn't need to think about food as much. So people often notice that food thoughts are less intense because they're eating more regularly and getting more. Another one that can be a little tricky, so take with a grain of salt, is our labs and vitals are normal, if people are getting a consistent regular menstrual period, and also temperature regulation. So the body is actually amazing at adapting to the circumstances that an eating disorder can create. So some people can be really, really deeply struggling and their labs and vitals never change. Their period is regular the entire time. So this really depends on your own personal experience. And it's just one piece of information that can vary from person to person. And another one that is really important is weight restoration and nutrition rehabilitation. So if your weight has changed as a result of struggling with an eating disorder, it makes sense that in order to fully heal and recover and know that we're getting enough, our body needs to restore to a weight that it functions more optimally. So if that is part of your experience, that is also an indication that we are consistently getting enough. And also just nutrition rehabilitation, healing our internal organs, all of our body systems that are affected by the eating disorder. So there are lots of other factors that can also contribute, such as being able to eat socially or having more permission for foods, being able to respond to different signals from the body. But ultimately, we know that getting enough is more about factors versus an actual calorie number. So I hope that helps explain how do you know if you're getting enough.